we have an adventure today. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. No way! Oh! That was awesome. What are we doing, man?
We're gonna go dog sledding.
Okay, well, let's go. Silas, how old are you?
I'm gonna be 16 tomorrow.
You don't seem old enough to be dog sledding. How did you get into this?
I was 12 and I read a book by Gary Paulson, and I harnessed up that dog.
This little guy?
Yeah.
Hey, are you a sled dog?
Yeah, I harnessed her up with a backpack and she pulled the wagon, but she was too slow for me, so I got some real sled dogs.
But basically, books are to blame, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
And so you've come a ways in a couple years, hey? You got a pretty nice sled here?
Yeah, my first sled was just a couple pieces of wood on some skis.
Yeah.
So I guess that's pretty much what this one is too, but it looks fancier.
It definitely looks fancier. Did you build this?
Yeah.
Wow, this thing's awesome. What do you put in this red bag?
Well, in the red bag is just everything I need. If I was going to go on a longer trip, I'd have a sleeping bag and stuff in there, but this one isn't going to be a very long trip, so it's just got some random stuff in there.
You're just on a test run right now?
Yeah.
How long is your test run?
I think it's 10 kilometers.
A 10-kilometer test run. But I mean, that seems like a long ways. Is that not a long ways?
For these dogs, no, it's actually a pretty short run for them. I've taken for 40-kilometer runs a couple times.
Really? You've done that?
Yeah.
And why are you, like, what do you do? What's your goal?
Well, there's this big race up north that's 100 miles long, and next year I'm gonna try and enter in it.
You're gonna go in the big race?
Yeah.
100 miles?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean it's in the States?
No, it's
we're
northern Canada. Like,
because we're kind of like kilometers here, right?
Musher's always working miles. I don't know why.
So before you hook your dogs up, like, tell me how this thing works.
Well, it's just got some very slick runners.
Yeah.
And like they're specially made for dog sledding.
These guys here.
And so I just laminated the runners.
Look at that curved wood thing. You built that with your dad?
Yeah. And this is the brake. It's got two big teeth in it that can grab the snow.
Huh.
If I want to stop, I just...
You can stomp that brake.
Down. Doesn't always stop them. So
I bet, but this looks like a brake to me.
if I want to hold them in position and do stuff with the dogs, and
Yep.
I can't be standing on the brake, I can drop that
Yeah.
down and then stomp it into the snow.
Yeah.
That's not going anywhere.
Like, why do you need to anchor?
Well, like if the dog's got tangled or something,
Yeah.
I'd need to go up there and help them.
Yeah.
And if I let go of the sled and they were able to run, they'd just take off without me. So
They would leave without you.
yeah.
I thought they were your friends.
Well, I come second once they want to run.
Oh. So how many dogs are we gonna hook up?
Just the 4, because that's all I have for now.
For now. You need more?
Yeah, well, for the race, you need a minimum of 5. So,
Oh, like that's a rule.
yeah,
You're not even allowed to enter. And what's the name of the race again?
the Caledonia Classic.
And you need a minimum of 5 dogs, but how many is normal?
Around 6.
How are you gonna get more dogs?
Well, every April, lots of mushers are retiring their dogs because they just finished their season. So,
So you're gonna use a retired dog.
well, retired from like super competitive racing.
Yeah. You mean like the Iditarod? Like they're gonna,
Yeah.
they retired from the Iditarod and now they're gonna go in the Caledonia Classic. And what about the Iditarod? You gonna do that one day?
Maybe. Yeah, I need a couple more dogs. I need at least 12, I think.
Oh my goodness. More dogs. I mean, why wouldn't you want a dozen dogs, right?
Yeah.
They just, look at them. Look at this one. He's antsy to go, huh? Do they get excited to run?
Oh yeah.
Because they look kind of chill except for this one right here. Who's that?
That is Opal.
Yeah?
She's just over 2 years old.
And is she always this excited to go?
Yeah. Well, she does this anytime I come outside. She's just a very excitable dog.
Right. And what about this one? Why is this one outside?
This one is Danger.
Is she dangerous to me?
Oh no.
Are you dangerous, Danger?
She's actually 9 years old.
Oh, wow. She looks like a pup.
Yep.
Canada dog. Canada proud. To be competitive in the Caledonia Classic, like what do you have to do?
You have to have good dogs. Most people, when they think of sled dogs, they think of like black and white Siberian Huskies with blue eyes.
Yeah.
But if you entered in the Caledonia Classic with those dogs, you probably would come in last.
Really?
Because they're pretty slow, actually. So these dogs are, like, they've been bred over, like, several decades for just being sled dogs.
Yeah. Are you going to win or just to play?
Winning would be nice. Well, last year, there was a bunch of big names that entered.
Really? Okay, hold on. Tell me about the big names. Who are they?
I think one of them was Ed Hopkins. He does the Yukon Quest, which is another 1,000-mile race. Michelle Phillips, she does the Iditarod as well. Hans Gatt entered. He set the record for the fastest Yukon Quest time. And that's just a couple of the big names. Like Jason Campeau entered as well.
A couple names of the enemy. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, well, I can get dogs from them, so.
Oh. So sometimes enemies, sometimes friends.
Yeah.
That's kind of like life.
Well, all mushers are pretty friendly.
Okay. That makes sense. So what's the time though? What's the fast time do you think you got to be able to do?
Well, pretty fast I think would be 10 miles an hour, so it would be 6 hours there and back.
Yeah. So 6 hours there, an 8-hour rest, and then 6 hours back.
Yeah.
You think that would win?
It would come pretty close, I think.
Really, eh? They look ready to go. Okay, let's hook them up, man.
Okay.
Is this your lead dog?
Yeah, this is Camel. He's from Aaron Peck's kennel. Aaron Peck has done the Iditarod, so Camel was his leader in the 2018 Iditarod, so he knows his stuff.
Boy, it's kind of a mess of wires.
You can see where Danger's been chewing on the...
Choose it, eh?
Yeah, that's why I got a cable
Connector.
in there. This is the neckline. It just stops them from veering off.
And it looks like they are like just totally, they know what they're doing. They're like totally ready. They know the game. And Danger. It makes sense that you'd hook up her last. And have you had some incidents with Danger?
Yeah, she got into a fight a couple times with Opal, so that's why she lives on the chain.
So she is scrappy, hey?
Yeah.
But is she a good runner?
Oh, yeah.
Powerful but dangerous. I've been called the same.
Not by me.
And have you had any other kind of upsets? Like, has it been all roses for you, or?
No, a couple times, like, the dogs have left without me with the sled.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
And what happened to your sled last year?
Oh, yeah. I made a new sled. So it was a basket sled, so there wasn't a plastic bed on it. But I didn't make the runners quite as bent as this one. And the handlebar was a lot thinner because I didn't know really what I was doing. And then I took it out like when the trails were, there was not much snow and there was a lot of bumps and stuff. So I hit a bump and the sled stopped, but I didn't. So I just went straight through the handlebar, and the handlebar was holding basically everything together. So you kind of exploded.
You exploded your own sled?
Yeah.
On the first run?
Yeah.
After building it all winter?
Well, all summer.
And tell me about one of your first sled dogs. What happened?
Tyga, we got her when she was just a little puppy. And one day, Opal and Tyga took off, and only Opal came back. I'm hoping that somebody just has her at their house, but I don't know.
Okay, let's see what 4 dogs can do.
Hey, hike!
it that's awesome? What do you love about sledding?
I like dogs. I like being outside, and so it's like best of both worlds, I guess. Also, I like just going fast.
Tell me about the dogs. Like, do they like this?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like it's like not letting a border collie hurt anything because these dogs do. That's what they're bred to do.
They're just like they can run. They can just run and run and run and run.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, I don't know. So dogs like people, just like people like dogs. So I'm thinking about from the dog. The dog gets to hang out with its people, and the dogs get to run together with a pack.
Yeah.
Which actually, when you think about it, that's kind of like a wild dog, right? Like that's what they do. So tell me about the big race.
The big race in Fort St. James is called the Caledonia Classic. The 100-mile race, which is what I want to do next year. And then there's the 200-mile race, which is actually a qualifier for the Iditarod. So if you can finish that race, you can compete in the Iditarod.
So the first year you just want to do the 100.
Yeah, then maybe the 200.
Wow.
There's a little bit of problem with the 100.
What's the problem with the 100?
Well, the minimum dogs I need is 5, so I only have 4 right now.
You're being discriminated against for not having enough dogs.
Nice.
So this time next year, you will be doing the Caledonia Classic if you can get a few more dogs, and if those dogs like continue to be awesome.
Yeah.
And can get you some high speeds. So you got 11 months to grow the herd and get it into shape. But well, what do you do? I mean, you must do something in the summer though to keep them.
See back there, there's that handlebar sticking out of the snow. That's my quad for the summer. It doesn't have an engine, so they just pull that.
Oh, so you even have a training regime for summer.
Yeah.
How do you make a living dog sledding these days?
Yeah, how do you?
Because it's not a big field of expertise out there, right? Like there's only a handful of real pros in the field.
Way better chance of playing in the NHL.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
even if you don't pan out, you still probably make more.
Right. How can people, like if they want to watch you hopefully race next year, like is this televised, the race?
Previous year, they did a little bit of live stream of the start of one of the races, I think, of the 100 or the 200.
On the Facebook page.
Maybe we'll live stream it. Hey?
Yeah, with the
It could be a gridlessness live stream, the Caledonia Classic, if no one else is doing it.
Yeah, that's true. You guys might as well start.
We probably should. Do you think they have internets out there in the forest? Maybe you guys can watch this next year if Silas can get his act together. Then there's going to be a big race. What are like the chances of you dying? Like how dangerous? How dangerous is this?
It's not a very dangerous race.
But could you die?
Yep. Well,
No, that's good enough. Yeah, I just want to know that.
People have died in dog races before,
Yeah.
and no one has died in this particular dog race, so...
So it could be a first. Today is a pretty special day. This is your 16th birthday.
yeah.
And like most 16-year-olds, you're gonna go play laser tag and go to a movie.
No, I don't think you're allowed to do that right now. Get it out.
Do you need some help with that, or?
It's a pot.
Ooh, a pot.
Oh, dog dishes. Because of your hard work and dedication, we have decided to let you get 2 more dogs.
What?
So it looks like I am going to be doing the 100-mile race this year.
That's why you got 2 more doctors.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're supposed to just fist bump.
Well, there it is, man. You're going to the big race next year.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
If anybody would like to sponsor Silas, he has to feed and house those dogs.
Surely feeding 6 dogs must be free, right?
Well, actually, we do spend less on his dog sledding than we did on his cello lessons.
Oh.
I think I like this more.
Hey, could you, I know it's cello, but like, could you be the fiddling dog sledder or something? The fiddling musher? Would that be a thing? Like, has there ever been a fiddling musher? You could be the first fiddling musher, man.